How's it going, YouTube? In this video we have LordKnight going up against X-Antibody. These are two decks that we've seen in the channel before, but I definitely want to show more of them, and I don't believe we've had them against each other. We have Coda start for the X-Antibody player, picking up the Doraemon because he was missing the rookie. So, if you don't have your rookie, but at least your teammate can find your rookie, pretty solid start. On the other hand, when your opponent gives you 4 memory on turn 1, your best answer is to just play your own tamer so that you're not going to be able to get memory choked. Plus, TK can also find the pieces that he's missing and fix his hand as well. He did have a rookie with the Sukaya in the back. Gonna turn that into a Gladimon, pass over 3 memory. So now we have the Doraemon. Hopefully the Galarian isn't too bad, and it's just in the breeding area and nothing past that. But once he did find the rookie, he is able to go straight into a level 5, which is pretty good. But we might have LordKnight go straight into the LordKnight, right? Sometimes the LordKnight kind of feels like Jessamon in the sense that, like, if they just have the first chain LordKnight right away, it can be very, very powerful, right? But if they don't, then they have to spend, time to fetch for it. I feel like you have a better chance. He goes into a Kasuchimon, which feels terrible. That feels bad, man. Like, if you're going to Kasuchi like that, at least you can do it out of racing and only pay 3. But you have to pay the full 5, which is awful. Opponent's able to go into another Coda and then find the Alphamon, so he's got a level 6 of his own. Now we have like this game of chicken, but he's gonna just go away and swing for 2 checks. Now the Kasuchi is gonna be able to get swung over by the Alphamon, like, for free. So I'm not sure if I love this idea, although I guess because he's got an Andromon that he's hard dropping. The idea is that if Alphamon swings over Kasuchi, then LordKnight comes from the Andromon and then swings over the Alphamon. So I guess the idea there is pretty solid. Plus, the Kasuchi did swing for 2 checks, which doesn't seem like the worst. So Alphamon can use the ability to pay 2 memory, get that extra attack, and then swing over the Kasuchi. But he does have a blocker to protect the Alphamon, so a great response. And then a Chumon to, stop shenanigans in case there might be blinding light rays or anything like that, right? Yeah, so I don't think you hard play the Andromon unless you have the LordKnight for sure. So there is the LordKnight. You can attempt to swing over Alphamon, but surely that's going to be blocked. And then once again, Alphamon can just swing over the LordKnight, right? One of the things about Alphamon that's so good is that, like, you can pretty much swing over anything with Alphamon. And that's actually worth quite a bit if you ask me. So not going to swing with the LordKnight. Going to instead just set up a Starmon to clear the Chumon. And now it's back with his opponent. Does he want to once again swing with the Alphamon? But he's the one with the blocker, so he might be okay. That said, that blocker could potentially be answered by a variety of ways, such as like a Nightmon plus 1k from somewhere else. So it's still kind of risky, but like the Alphamon effect after attacking is too good. You definitely want to be gaining that memory to work with. So he's going to take the lead and swing with the Alphamon. Could potentially just set up another stack in the back so that even if Alphamon gets cleared somehow, he would be able to answer with his new level 6 if he's got a Dorugoromon in the back. Okay, Brave Metal to draw a bunch of cards. Brave Metal is such an interesting card to me because, like, it's both insane and also, like, really bad. What I mean by that is that, like, 1 card draw 5, 6, 7 is obviously crazy. That's absurd, right? And then on the other hand, the way that Digimon works, like, drawing cards is not an issue at all because everybody draws with Digivolving, and paying memory to draw cards and do nothing else is actually kind of bad, right? Like, you want to spend your memory to develop new bodies, tamers, or do something to impact the board. So Brave Metal exists in this weird world where, like, it is both a very good and a very bad card. If you guys play X-Antibody, let me know, what are your thoughts? Do you guys like Brave Metal? Would you run it now? Would you run it in the BT8 list? Let me know, because I've seen it be crazy and sometimes I've played it and it just feels bad. Hard to say. Okay, Masquerade gonna be used to clear the board, so LordKnight did have a good answer. But, he was able to set up into a level 5 in the back, meaning that if he has a level 6, which I assume he does, he should still have a good play. It is gonna be the Dorugoromon. I always get this guy's name wrong, so forgive me on that. He can swing over the LordKnight while also answering 2 of the rookies. And that's definitely going to be the play. Depending on what the inheritable is, might be able to get some memory. Get some card draw. So this match has been pretty funny just because like every level 6 can essentially swing over every level 6, right? And it's like this game of chicken. Gonna go with the Brave Metal, a card which I do like quite a bit, to clear the Nightmon so that the LordKnight player can just go into LordKnight and then swing over the Dorugora, right? So pretty solid. It is not that expensive, but only 5 memory. Actually quite efficient, I would say. You see the Kogemon come out, looks like he just is whiffing. So we've had a nice back and forth to level 6s. But you know, that first Kasuchi was kind of expensive. The Alphamon definitely put in work, and the LordKnight, it was okay, right? But the answer was there. Because he was able to, you know, prepare for it by building in the back. See, Blinding Ray, Starmon, Masquerade. Ooh, solid play. It's a big commitment, but it does deal with the level 6. It definitely feels like the correct play. Now he's got 4 swings next turn to tread in lethal while clearing everything. Honestly, that's a really strong play. We're going to see how LordKnight can try to close the game out, but we have another Dark Tyranno coming out from the X-Antibody player. I do love me the Dark Tyrannomon. I wonder if he didn't have any other rookie, like, was he forced to give up that rookie just to guarantee a blocker? Maybe he was, right? But like, if he's not able to build in the back, I feel like he's going to be in trouble. Okay, gonna just use a Grumble to start a second stack. At least having double Coda, he'll have access to, you know, still have not being memory choked. And needs to be able to find another level 6, I think. So because there's a blockade, I don't suspect we'll just see like swing, swing, swing. So it might just be another turn of setup, which is Nightmon, and what I believe was a LordKnight added to hand to ensure that next turn there should be game, right? Did pass over 4 memory. Going to the Dorogreymon. Gonna activate the effect. But okay, he's just gonna pass memory. Interesting. Like, okay, so he's set up for next turn, still has the blocker. But like I said, the blocker could be answered. I'm gonna see LordKnight come out. LordKnight swing, effect to summon a Bushi Agumon for the extra swing. Now that's way too many swings. Is there anything in security that could save? Yep, Alphamon. Alphamon makes it so that everybody else can't attack the player because there is an X-Antibody on the board. Or, yeah. So definitely saving. Or Royal Knight, I believe. It's one or the other, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it's both, right? I should know this. But yeah, funny enough, Alphamon security actually saving him. I do love Alphamon. Such a good card. It goes to hand as well. Man, that was, you know, very well set up by the LordKnight player. But that Alphamon kind of just saying no. And now he can punch. So the Dorugoramon is going to be 3 checks. 2 from the punch. And then 1 more from the Dorogreymon inheritable, right? While also clearing the rookies. I don't think there's anything security that could save it. It's like 50,000 DP. And then Dark Tyranno can swing for game. Wow, so that definitely came down to that Alphamon insecurity putting in work. It was a nice back and forth. Like I said, they were trading level 6s. Just interesting matchup, right? Because like not every deck has this style of like, hey, I build into a very strong level 6. But these 2 decks kind of do the same thing in a way. So they could always answer each other's level 6s. And then in that case, like, you know, the blockers were actually super relevant so that you couldn't just freely swing over the opposing level 6. And then we saw the removal come out from both players, both the Spiral Masquerade and the Brave Metal to answer. So, you know, really solid stuff. Really nice back and forth. And then, hey, Alphamon security is just too good. Going into game 2 here. We're going to see if LordKnight chooses to go first or second. I am a go second gamer. I say this all the time. But I'm always curious to see what other people choose. I feel like a lot of people like going second these days. But it's actually LordKnight that's going to start with the Upamon into the Starmon. You know, when you have a bunch of 1-cost Digivolutions, going first is kind of nice. You're actually able to memory choke quite well. But LordKnight, you know, he memory chokes, but the X-Antibody player has a rookie and then a memory to set up. But now he's like a bit behind because he played the memory instead of, you know, Digibulbin. So he'll have extra memory to work with in the future. But right now he does fall behind us. He's only got a level 3 and his opponent's already under 5. Potentially going to a LordKnight next turn, right? It's always scary because like you don't want to give them 3, but at the same time they can always like Blinding Ray into LordKnight. Gonna play Chumon to prevent that. And then TK will guarantee he has memory to work with next turn. Also, the fact that you have to play Chumon instead of going into, you know, a level 4 or something else means that he's going to be even further behind. And while Chumon is absolutely amazing Digimon, against LordKnight, it's just going to get cleared so easy, right? A single Starmon, Nightmon, really anything can answer it. Finds the Doctoriano. So it looks like he was just missing a level 4, and he's finally going to start to be able to build in the back. And now with the Black Memory Boost, should ensure that he has enough memory to go into a level 6 next turn. LordKnight's gonna swing, and as I said, Starman can just easily clear. LordKnight survives because LordKnight is 12,000 DPS. There's another Digimon. You know, that extra effect is pretty solid. Like LordKnight not only summoning bodies for free, but also getting a ton of DP. And gonna go into a Gladimon to pass turn. I don't like that because as soon as he plays the Gladimon, he just set up for Doragora to like wreck him really badly. Doragora can now swing over LordKnight and then answer the Starmon and the Gladimon. Yeah, I think that's a big misplay. Like, you have to expect this, right? This is exactly what X-Antibody wants to do. And you essentially made it very easy for him to get full value out of the Doragora and a full board clear. So, yeah, I don't love this, play. Gonna go with the punch on top of that. Does that mean he's swinging at security? And then maybe Chaosmon? Interesting. I mean, there's nothing in security that could kill it, so if he was gonna Chaosmon, I guess that makes sense. Now Chaosmon can swing over the LordKnight and pierce. Wow, I did not expect that. He could have fully cleared the board, but instead chose to leave up a LordKnight to get some extra damage. I mean, I guess to be fair, the LordKnight can't swing, as Doragora will just block it and then kill it, right? Because he's like an extra 6,000 DP. But there is still DP reduction, so he's, I guess, how big is he? He's extra 6, 17 minus 4 is 13. Yeah, so even after Nightmare, it's still enough to swing over the LordKnight. I'm not sure if the LordKnight player accounted for the double punch. Kind of funny how that interaction played out. Goes into another LordKnight, but this one can't swing as he was just summoned this turn. And then Pitamon to pass for 1. You know, the X-Antibody player did not have a Memory Tamer. But honestly, this Doragora is putting in work. And it was just such a good answer to that LordKnight board. Very interesting that he just went on the, you know, super aggressive. Dorumon, getting extra memory to work with. Absolutely fantastic Digimon. It's still going to be the 2 checks because of the Sonorisamon. Gonna once again Brave Metal. Like I was talking about, like, yeah, you see, okay, so you draw 7 cards. Insane, right? At the same time, like, that's it. You didn't affect the board or anything. He did find a rookie which was missing, which is actually absolutely huge. So in this case, maybe it was good enough, right? Like, maybe, like, finding that rookie will give him what he needs to close the game out, as he only needs 1 more swing next turn. LordKnight did get some memory to work with. Maybe if he had a Blinding Ray, it could extend some place or something. He at least has a blocker, and he's able to swing over the Doragora with the LordKnight. So technically not dead on the board. At this point, it's a matter of, you know, setting up for the next turn. Because of the Coda, though, can no longer just go for the memory choke. So those have to account for at least 3 memory. Thinking of whether, I guess he should swing face or swing over the Doragora. And looks like he's swinging that security into another Alphamon. It's pretty funny. In this case, it actually shouldn't really affect it, because Peter wasn't going to swing anyway, right? But pretty funny that in both games there was that Alphamon security, which actually works. Okay, just going to set up another body to set up for lethal next turn. But Hybrid is going to do it, and X-Antibody is going to take it. Thanks for watching.